Welcome to a special solo cast episode to recap season 2 of Adjusted Reality, a podcast series trusted by the adjusted and brought to you by the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress. I'm Dr. Sherry McAllister, delighted that you'd have come to our solo cast to learn more about what season 2 was all about. Listen, we had 10 amazing episodes from some pretty significant high-profile guests, starting with someone like Dr. Anna Lepke, a professor in the Department of Psychiatry and Behavioral Sciences at Stanford University School of Medicine, and the chief of the Stanford Addiction Medicine Clinic. She wrote that fantastic book that I hope some of you will be reading called Dopamine Nation. We also had a true leader, retired Brigadier General Becky Halstead, a West Point graduate, 6 tours in Afghanistan, an amazing leader. And she was discussing her experience coming back to civilian life and leading herself to victory. But don't forget former NHL player Theo Fleury, a 7-time Olympic gold medalist and Stanley Cup winner. He talked a lot about how he suffered and pushed through some of his own very extreme challenges in both his personal and professional life. We also recently just had our former NFL player turned professional yogi, DJ Townsell. He's helping others find the art, the beauty, and the balance of yoga. And we have so many more great guests that I want you to check out. Now, listen, our primary focus for season 2 was, in fact, mental health. Why? Well, given the current state of our community with the pandemic, a global rise of viral impact, an epidemic, and just an overall crisis, we are pleased to have brought some meaningful and fun conversations centered around our mental health and our overall well-being. As we look back on some of those episodes, what was really the correlation between the opioid epidemic and social media? Well, you're going to have to listen to Dr. Anna Lepke talk about what was the correlation. How does it impact us? What do we need to be aware of for our family, our friends, and our community as it relates to addiction? And how do we overcome some of those challenges of trauma and addiction? And we had some fabulous guests that I know with Theron Fleury that I think you'd really enjoy. How about emotions that heal? How do we bring forth the healing capacity when there is a lot going on in our lives? And sometimes forgiveness can be a tool for that as well. Dr. Fab Mancini shares emotions that heal. And finding balance, that is the key, especially when it comes to our business. And many of our businesses have been literally turned upside down. We've gone from an office situation where we could go to the water cooler and just talk it out with our friends to sitting at our desks, starting at 6 a.m. and getting up again at 6 p.m. So we need to find that important balance back. And we had both Krista Williams and Lindsay Simsek to help us find the reality back in our businesses, which really was very helpful and restarted some of our thoughts on what is our whole business about? Are we doing what we're meant to be doing? Are we finding our passion every single day? If we're not, we may in fact find medical burnout. And that's where Eric Cusin came in, and he was sharing all about medical burnout. How do you successfully lead others in today's world? How to do it effectively? Well, Brigadier General Becky Halstead does a fantastic job of sharing with you how she led herself and many, many others to success. Finding balance in the age of indulgence, Dopamine Nation. And how about how the brain imbalances affect body imbalances? Well, Dr. Chris Niebauer came right in and started talking about how that left and right brain make a big difference every day. If you don't know how these areas of your brain are working, how will you know how to appropriately gear your success for the future? The mental and physical repercussions of training for high caliber athletes. There's so much to learn when you're thinking about taking on your journey in 2022 for your own best interest. It may not be losing weight. It may just simply be adding more muscle mass for a stronger you, building more power and more physical resiliency back into your life. And that, of course, is part of why DJ Townsville came in, because his is all about the physical, mental, and emotional importance of yoga for athletes. So what are our key takeaways when we think about what season 2, episodes 1 through 10 for season 2 were all about? Well, we learned a lot about balance, and balance truly is the key, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. And finding balance not only helps create a sense of value and purpose in your daily life, but it also helps your body heal if, in fact, there has been an injury or a trauma that you need that power to regain. Because less is more. What does that mean? Well, less stress, less dopamine dependency, less dependency on pharmaceutical care will build more balance to create optimal health and a more vibrant life that you can share with your family and your community. Because when you feel better, you in fact do better. And we know that if you're not feeling well, you're unable to perform at that peak performance that you would like to get back to in many cases, or you're achieving it right now. And congratulations if you are. Adjusted Reality is here for both of you, whether you need more or you need to continue your success. That's all what it's about. Learn how with Adjusted Reality podcast, physical, mental, and emotional components all come together in that connective environment. Because remember, your body is designed to heal naturally. We just need to give it the right tools. So check in with us again for season 3. Yes, it is coming up and we cannot be more excited. We want you to be able to fuel your body to heal naturally. And we're going to give you all the tools in season 3 with some fantastic speakers. So please join me in our season 3 for some wonderful opportunities to learn more. As we go through, I want to say this to you. I appreciate you tuning in to Adjusted Reality as we review the key takeaways from our wonderful second season. We sincerely appreciate the support of this podcast community and the guests who have shared their wisdom along the way. We look forward to bringing you more insightful wellness conversations in a fun, relatable way this upcoming season 3. This podcast was brought to you by the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress. As a special gift today for listening, visit f4cp.org/health to get a copy of our Beyond Recovery ebook, which focuses on how chiropractic improves athletes' balance, stability, flexibility, and overall performance. Don't forget to subscribe, share this podcast with family and friends, rate and review. If you're feeling so inspired to learn more about chiropractic or find a doctor near you, you can visit f4cp.org/findadoctor. We appreciate your support and look forward to checking in with you again soon.